So I've been shopping again. This week has been nothing but shopping. Last Monday, I was in B&M home store looking at duvet covers, throws, cushions, curtains, all of the things that were interesting to make Frankie more personalised in the interior. And I saw these beautiful brushed cotton duvet sets, and they were only £20. But I wasn't sure if it was going to be the right size or anything else, so I came home, dragged out a really old double duvet set that I had, just to put the cushions into, to see whether the sizing was all right and whether I would have enough fabric with the double duvet to make the seats. And yeah, it worked. So I've got an unexpected afternoon off today, and whilst my son's at school and it's raining and miserable, I went to B&M and I bought these. They're only £20 for the set. So that's one duvet cover, it's a double, and 2 pillowcases for £20, and it's brushed cotton, so it feels super soft. And it all comes in this really cute bag. I don't know what I'm going to do with these bags yet, but I'll find a use for them. But I really liked the colours. The grey is quite sensible, especially when I've got the dog, the cat, the son and his big feet sitting on the seats. I wanted, you know, something that wasn't going to show every bit of muck and dirt and feet stuff on it, but I also wanted something quite cheerful in there. So what I'm thinking is to use this fabric on the seats and to cover the bench cushions back and bottom. My cat's scratching. Don't do anything with cats. And cover the pelmets as well in the same fabric if I have enough, otherwise I'll have to go and buy another set. And then I figured I would find bright yellow curtains to bring in the yellow on the fabric, and yellow cushions as well in different textures and things, just to make it really homely, bright and cheerful. But I'm not sure I know how to sew. Oh, I also picked up whilst I was in there, because this looked quite useful, it's hook and loop tape that iron on. I liken the sound of that. I hate ironing, but I'm not sure how to sew Velcro on. So I might figure out a way of doing these seat covers with Velcro, because I want them to be removable, so that when I go on holiday I don't have to stress about how much muck comes in and lands on the sofas. I want to be able to relax and rest and not stress over dirt quite so much. And then when I get home I can just whip the covers off, bung them in the washing machine, and then pop them back on again. So I'm trying to figure out a way of doing it so that everything is as stress-free and easy as possible, and not like a duvet, because changing a duvet cover is nasty and time consuming, and these are quite bulky. I'll move it, but I've bought the cushions in from the Caravan, so that's the backrest and that's the seat cushion, and there's also an arm there somewhere. My lounge is so full of stuff. You can tell I've been shopping. All the stuff for the Caravan's all, nah, I'll live with it for a little while, maybe a little while, I hope. Yeah, so Perry's here. He wants to join in. That's gonna be fun, isn't it? I've got to get the sewing machine out and figure out how it works. I haven't used a sewing machine in got to be over 10 years. Wish me luck. As you might expect, I started by cutting away the edges of the fabric of the duvet, because I didn't really want a joined up duvet. I wanted a flat piece of fabric. I then laid out the fabric on the floor so that I could put the cushions on it to make some measurements and make sure I had enough fabric, and folded it over and whatnot. You'll notice that I've got the pattern side of the fabric inside facing the actual cushion, as I'll be pinning the outside and want to sew what will be the inside seams of the cover. I then squidged together one side of the cushion in a straight line roughly in the middle to make what would be the side seam, and using copious numbers of pins. Much fun. I was feeling so enthusiastic I even pinned the hem for the edge. As the other side was securely pinned and in place, I could cut away the excess fabric from this side and then pin that together as well. And then with great excitement, I trotted over to my sewing machine with the fabric and set to sewing. Except it wasn't as easy as I thought. I'd completely forgotten how to use it, how to thread it, how to even put the foot plate down. Oh dear. Once I finally figured it out, which did take some time and a lot of reading, I eventually set to sewing both sides. After that, it was easy. I could take it over, pop it on the cushion to make sure I had sewn in the right place, and hurrah, it fit. After that, I had to figure out what to do with the corners, as I didn't want big flappy bits of fabric opening up. So I decided to simply pin them in a straight line straight up and then sew those lines. Once again, I brought the fabric over to the cushion, but this time I turned it the right way so that I could see the outside of the fabric that you would sit on, just to make sure that it fit properly on all corners. Quite well. And then I got even more enthusiastic and I actually sewed the hemlines of the remaining fabric that would form the envelope on the underside. And back on it goes for a final fitting. There was enough Velcro in a pack to make 2 little bits to stick on each cushion. So here I am, trying to figure out where to place it. Tearing it apart, I decide where I want the first piece. and then it's simply time to iron. Fortunately, I had some kind of heat-proof mat thing, I don't know where from, possibly from hair straighteners or something similar, but they came in very handy for this exercise. Placing the top piece was fairly simple, of course, you can put it anywhere you like, but then you have to match up the bottom piece. So I did this by using the horizontal striping on the fabric pattern and a pin to mark where I wanted the right hand side. This seemed to work quite well actually. I'm actually really pleased with how this has turned out. How cool is that? I think that's going to look pretty cool in the caravan. I am super happy with how these have turned out. The fabric's lovely. It's nice to work with actually, and I say that as a complete novice who doesn't know what's nice to work with in person. Yes, so I'm really, really happy. I'll show you. Really, really happy. Lovely, lovely covered seats, nice covered backrest, easily removable, fully washable, and it probably took me 4 hours to make both. But I have to be honest, that was with an awful lot of faffing and figuring out how the sewing machine works and rethreading the needle like a million times. I had to learn how to wind the bobbin. I'll put that in. So yeah, I'm quite proud of myself. And you have to admit, this is going to be lovely when we've got yellow curtains and some yellow cushions and things. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe.